Hello students, welcome to Pushkar's classes. This is the second video on the topic trigonometry of class 10, and today you are going to learn trigonometric ratios. In my previous video, I have introduced the trigonometry and its uses, and also we have derived the trigonometric ratios. Now we will apply those trigonometric ratios and solve few problems related to that. In my previous video, I have explained the interesting way of remembering the fundamental ratios of trigonometry by taking the initial letter, first letter of the word. So some old horses can always hear their owner's alarm. If you can remember this sentence, you can remember the trigonometric ratios like Soka Tova. So means sine deals with the relationship between opposite divided by hypotenuse. Ka means cosine, adjacent divided by hypotenuse. And toa means a tangent related to the ratio opposite and adjacent. Let us use this trigonometric ratios in solving few problems. Let us see an example. If sine A is equal to 2 upon 3, find out all the trigonometric ratios of angle A. For this children, we need to draw a right angle triangle. So draw a right angle triangle ABC. So right angle at B. So what is given here? Sine A is equal to 2 upon 3. What is the ratio of sine? Sine A is nothing but side opposite to angle. Here I have taken angle A. So I will write it as side opposite to angle A divided by hypotenuse. That is nothing but equal to BC by AC. Now sine A is given 2 upon 3, which is nothing but 2 is to 3. So therefore BC is to AC is 2 is to 3. So let BC is equal to 2K units and AC is equal to 3K units, where K is a positive number. As BC is denoted with the 2 and AC as 3, which is already given in the problem. Sin A is equal to 2 upon 3. Using the Pythagoras theorem in triangle ABC, we get AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now BC is 2K and AC is 3K. So substitute in the Pythagoras theorem and we get AB square is equal to 9K square minus 4K square, which is nothing but AB is equal to under root 5K. Now cos A is the ratio of side adjacent to angle A and hypotenuse. So adjacent to angle A is nothing but BA and hypotenuse is AC. So can I write as root 5 upon 3 as AB we have found from the Pythagoras theorem. Now let us find out tan A. Tan A is nothing but side opposite to angle A by side adjacent to angle A, which is nothing but 2 upon root 5. In the similar way, cosecant A is nothing but the reciprocal of that is 1 upon sin A. Sin A is already 2 upon 3, so we can write cosecant A as 3 upon 2. Similarly, secant A is 1 upon cos A, cot A is 1 upon tan A. So substitute the value and you will get the trigonometric ratios of cos, tan, cosecant, secant, cot with respect to of angle A. Let us take the second example. If cosecant theta is equal to root 10, find out the other 5 trigonometric ratios. So children, what is the ratio of cosecant theta? Cosecant theta deals with hypotenuse upon opposite side. So in this triangle ABC, you have to draw a triangle ABC and put a right angle at B. You put theta at A. So cosecant theta will be hypotenuse divided by opposite side. So here hypotenuse is AC and opposite side is BC, opposite to angle theta. So as I explained, note down children, cosecant theta is equal to hypotenuse divided by side opposite to angle theta, which is nothing but AC by BC. So what is the ratio given? Cosecant theta is equal to root 10. So we can write it as cosecant theta as AC is to BC is equal to root 10 is to 1. So then let AC is equal to root 10k units and BC is equal to k units, where k is a positive number. Again children, we have to use the Pythagoras theorem to find the third side. That is nothing but in triangle ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So substitute the value of AC and BC in the Pythagoras theorem and find out AB. So after substituting, we will get AB square is equal to under root of 10k whole square minus k square, which is nothing but 10k square minus k square, which will give you 9k. Now AB is equal to under root of 9k square. That gives you 3k. Now sine theta is equal to nothing but 1 upon cosecant theta, which we have already learned in the my session 1 video session 1. So those who have not gone through the my first session, go back to the first session and learn the trigonometric ratios, and then so that you can understand this session 2 while solving the problem. So here sine theta is equal to the reciprocal of sine theta is cosecant theta. So 1 over cosecant theta is nothing but 1 upon root 10. That is sine theta deals with side opposite to angle theta by hypotenuse. Opposite to angle theta is BC and hypotenuse is AC. Now let us find cos theta. So cos theta is nothing but the side adjacent to angle theta by hypotenuse, which is nothing but AB by AC. That is 3 by root 10. Similarly, tan theta. Tan theta deals with the ratio of side opposite to angle theta divided by side adjacent to angle theta. Nothing but BC by AB, which is nothing but 1 by 3. In the similar way, you can find tan theta already done. Then the remaining trigonometric ratios. Secant theta, that is nothing but 1 upon cos theta, which is the reciprocal of secant theta. So already we got the cos theta 3 upon root 10, root 2 upon 3 you write it. Then cot theta is equal to reciprocal is 1 over tan theta. Tan theta value is 1 by 3. So when you substitute in the denominator, you will get cot theta as 3. This is how we can solve all the trigonometric ratios when some two sides is given and the third side is been formed by using the Pythagoras theorem. Let us go to the next problem, children. Let us go to the example 3. In a triangle ABC, right angle at B, AB is equal to 2 centimeter and BC is equal to 1 centimeter. Find out the value of sine square C plus tan square C. So here a triangle ABC is given, right angle at B is given. So we need to draw a triangle ABC with the right angle at B. And then AB is 2 centimeter and BC is 1 centimeter is given. So this is how you have to draw the diagram. So after drawing the diagram, we need to find the hypotenuse, which is not given. So you know, children, what we have to do? We have to use the lovable friend Pythagoras, who has been a close friend to every student from 7th class. So you have to use the help of, take the help of Pythagoras and solve the third side. So Pythagoras theorem says that square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So I have written AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now substitute the value of AB and BC in Pythagoras. So children, after substituting the value of AB and BC, we get 2 square plus 1 square is equal to nothing but 4 plus 1. So AC we will get a root 5 centimeter. So then we need to find out the value of sine square C plus tan square C. Now by this time, children, you have understood that how to find the value of sine square C plus tan square C. Yes? Yes, children. You need to use the trigonometric ratio of our sine and tan and substitute the value and get the answer. Let us see what we will get. We know that sine C is equal to AB upon AC. That is nothing but equal to 2 upon root 5 from the figure. In the similar way, you find tan C. Opposite by adjacent AB upon BC. Now, according to the problem, it is given that sine square C plus tan square C. So add both of them. So when you add, what you will get, already you are having, you got the sine C and tan C. But in the problem, it is given sine square C plus tan square C. When you substitute the value of a sine C, 2 upon root 5, you have to take care that in the problem it is given sine square C. So you have to write whole square plus 2 by 1 whole square. So further simplifying, what we will get, 4 upon 5 plus 4, that is nothing but after taking the LCM we will get and solving will get 24 upon 5 as the answer. Let us see example 4. If tan theta is equal to A upon B, then show that A sin theta minus B cos theta upon A sin theta plus B cos theta is equal to A square minus B square upon A square plus B square. For that, we need to draw a right angle triangle. And what is given, children, here? Given is tan theta. Tan theta is equal to A upon B, which is nothing but side opposite to angle theta divided by side adjacent to angle theta. That is equal to BC upon AB. So from the figure, to find the third hypotenuse, we need to use by the Pythagoras theorem. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now children, substitute what is AB? AB is B square and BC is A square. So that implies AC is equal to under root of A square plus B square. Now to show that A sin theta minus B cos theta upon A sin theta plus B cos theta is equal to A square minus B square upon A square plus B square, we have to find how much is sin theta. So sin theta is equal to nothing but side opposite to angle theta divided by hypotenuse. That is equal to BC upon AC. So substitute what you got. BC is A and AC just we have got through Pythagoras theorem, that is under root of A square plus B square. Now children, what is the other ratio we need to find? We need to find cos theta. Cos theta is equal to side adjacent to angle theta divided by hypotenuse. That is equal to AB upon AC. That is equal to B upon under root of A square plus B square. Now you take LHS, where LHS is equal to A sin theta minus B cos theta divided by A sin theta plus B cos theta. Now substitute sin theta and cos theta value. So what we will get? A into A by under root of A square plus B square minus B into B by under root of A square plus B square divided by A into A by under root of A square plus B square minus B into B by under root of A square plus B square. Further simplifying, we get by taking LCM, we get here in the numerator under root of A square plus B square, we get here A square minus B square divided by, again here in the denominator you take further LCM, A square plus B square under root of, you will get A square plus B square. That is nothing but, you can cancel here, and what you will get? A square minus B square divided by A square plus B square. That is nothing but equal to RHS. So hence A into sin theta minus B into cos theta divided by A into sin theta plus B into cos theta is equal to A square minus B square by A square plus B square. Showed. And this is how we can solve the problem. So in the same problem, we will do it in a different way. What is given, children? Given tan theta is equal to A upon B. And you take LHS. By the sum, LHS is equal to A into sine theta minus B into cos theta divided by A into sine theta plus B into cos theta. Now let us divide numerator and denominator with cos theta. So what you'll get when you divide? A into sine theta by cos theta minus B into cos theta by cos theta divided by A into sine theta divided by cos theta plus B into cos theta divided by cos theta. So what you will get? Cos theta gets cancelled here, and we will get A into tan theta minus B by A into tan theta plus B. In my previous video, in my session 1, I have explained you that tan theta is equal to sine theta by cos theta. So substitute sine theta upon cos theta with tan theta. Now, what is given in the problem? It is given that tan theta is equal to A upon B. Now substitute tan theta by A upon B minus B divided by A into A upon B plus B. So by further taking LCM, we get A square minus B square divided by, you take B here, LCM, we get A square plus B square. So B and B get cancelled, and the leftover is A square minus B square by A square plus B square, which is nothing but RHS. So this is how we can solve the problem in a different way. So whichever method you like, children, you can use that method. Either method 1 by using Pythagoras theorem, or by dividing and substituting the value of tan theta, you will get the same result. Now let us solve example 5. Find out the value of cos y from the given figure. So the figure is given here in the problem. When you observe the figure, there are a triangle ADB, which is a right angle triangle, and when you see the triangle ABC is also a right angle triangle. So right angle at B for triangle ABC, and for ADB right angle is at angle D. So the values of AD and DB is given, and the value of BC is given. Now children, when you observe the figure, how to find the cos phi? So to find the cos phi, we need to look at the figure right angle triangle ABC. Can you tell me, children, cos theta is equal to, or cos y is equal to side adjacent to angle y by hypotenuse. Now here in triangle ABC, which is side adjacent to angle y? Yes, children, it is BC, and hypotenuse is AC. But we don't know AC. AC is not given in the figure or in the problem. So we need to find AC. To find AC, first we need to find AB. To find AB, we have to use the right angle triangle ADB. So let us solve the problem. So by using the Pythagoras theorem and taking a triangle ADB, we get, see the side opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse. So AB is the hypotenuse of triangle ADB. So AB square is equal to AD square plus BD square. I hope this is clear for every student. So what is the value of AD and what is the value of DB from the figure? You substitute the value of AD and DB. Further substituting the value of AD and BD, we get 4 square plus 3 square. That is nothing but 16 plus 9 will give you 25. So we get AB is equal to under root of 25. That is what AB is equal to 5 centimeter. Now take another right angle triangle ABC where we need to find the hypotenuse AC. The hypotenuse for right angle triangle ABC where right angle is at B, the opposite side of right angle is nothing but the hypotenuse. Now previously we got the value of AB here, children, as 5 centimeter. So we need to substitute AB as 5 centimeter and BC as 12 centimeter. So we get 5 square plus 12 square, 25 plus 144 will give you 169, which is under root of 169 is nothing but 13. So we get AC is equal to 13 centimeter. So let us see how to solve it. So by substituting the value, we get AC is equal to 13 centimeter. Now we got all the sides AC and AB. Now you know what is cos Y? Yes, children, cos Y is nothing but side adjacent to angle Y upon hypotenuse. Now side adjacent to angle Y is nothing but AC upon BC. Sorry, children, BC upon AC. So substitute BC and AC, will get cos Y as 12 upon 13. So this is how we need to solve the problem. So what is given in the problem, we need to check it out, and which side we need to find, use the Pythagoras theorem, substitute the other two sides and get the third side, and you know the trigonometric ratios formula, apply that and you will get the answer. Now try these questions from the exercises, and hint and answer is also shown to you. So hope you have understood this session 2, how to solve the problems related to trigonometric ratios. So apply the same rules here to solve this exercise problems. So here are the answers for the questions which I have displayed in the previous page, and the hints for the necessary question to solve. Hope you will solve this problem. All the best to the students. Hope you have understood the session 2 on trigonometric ratios, and looking forward for the session 3. In session 3, I am going to teach you trigonometric ratios for some specific angles. So thank you and bye-bye children for today's session.